places, everyone. Let's keep it clean.
Here, this is a game to definitely look closely, because this is the meta developing. I'm curious to how this Tiny will do facing these heroes. He's very buffed up with the Alacrity and with the Chen. But at the same time, he's playing against the Treant, which is a very good hero just because the movement speed slow. I mean, Living Armor is now a very cool concept. He's playing against the Razor, which is one of the really good single core hero counters. Just nature of the drain. You know, you take away damage from one hero that you're trying to buff. Well, strategy kind of falls apart. And they do have heroes, like I said, they do have heroes that are good versus Razor, and this is something that's going to be very crucial in this game, is whether or not Razor gets to link to Tiny, whether or not Razor gets to get some items. Razor having items, while Tiny having items, OG should be happy. They picked this OD last. I'm very curious why. I'm very curious what this was for, because we have a few stuns, and the OD save is not really good versus a lot of the spells that we have. It's not good versus Razor. It's not good versus Treant.
Why isn't it good versus Razor, though? Because I imagine his concept is going to be, okay, he's going to link somebody, I'm just going to imprison him every single time.
The Razor,
right?
you're saying?
Yeah, the
Razor.
Razor.
That works until he has BKB.
Right.
And that also works if there's nobody stunning you because you're walking in, clicking a long cast animation spell on a Razor.
Sure.
Like, the spell is more realistic to get off defensively because of formation and how you're standing behind your allies, and you can be in fog. But when you're going to imprison an enemy, a lot of things can go south. So I'm very curious about this pick, and Meteor Hammer got some changes as well, nerfs and buffs. Probably will be his go-to item, but it'll be a long way before he gets his Aghanims to become stronger, and I still don't know if I'm digging this OD pick. But yeah, we have a Chen. Chen is a hero to always be respected in the right hands. And it's Kuro playing it, and this is, for me, is very exciting. For every Chen player, it is very exciting, because it's a new patch, because neutral camps change so very much, and people have so many different ideas about this hero. It's one of those heroes you can play very uniquely. And we have a great hero, and normally I'd be rooting against this TA, but it's my boys, so TA is the best hero, the funniest hero to watch today.
Yeah, currently
oh, look at that.
70% win rate at this tournament.
Look at this high blade! Woo, baby! Let's go!
EMP already trying to burn him out, but he's managed to outrun it.
Can't hit him. Look at the side blade. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. One more. Give me one more.
You get the deny and the range creep. Oh, he actually pulls the melee creeps away.
Yeah. Oh!
He just lighted him up. Miracle just keeps on taking all those shots.
We should keep an eye on the Chen as well for top to see if he gets these creeps.
He already de-warded his easy camp like right away.
True got the better of him for now. Okay. This is like the mind games. This is one of the small games. Bottom lane, we also got shenanigans going on with the lanes being pulled. It's going to be very hard to keep track of everything. Oh, yeah, it's a Treant Razor lane. Something I forgot to mention. One of the very, very strong lanes, just very strong, slow, on top of the Razor Link. It's one of those heroes that just needs time on an enemy guy. And he'll be a very happy camper. But so far, I think what's going on top is really good for us. Just because Chen is not getting the camps, not getting an opening to help the Tiny, and when Amar plays Mars, it's not normal. It's not like a normal Mars offlane. When Amar plays Mars, it feels like, this is also why it keeps getting banned by people. Oh, what we got going on here?
Nice little backlane pull. Mind control is going to be slowed down here. Ragi does manage to steal a little bit more.
I thought we had the Uv on Treant, but the boost, we opted for the boost, which I think is a very smart play. It's also, again, it's like little mini games are going on everywhere in the laning phase. People are doing the things to counter the enemy heroes. Then the boosts were bought for the Clockwork.
It's fair enough. Clockwork, it really catches Treant Protector well. Yeah,
so Clockwork has a very value pick this game. Very good versus Treant, potentially. Very good versus Razor, the way the cogs work. And Ooh. I feel like anything can happen on this lane at any moment, or like it can turn into a kill.
Looks like Chu has continued to manage to keep those camps out of the hands of Turo.
Yep. And Chen obviously hits a very big timing. Ooh, the mind games. Is he going to have time to deny it? He will, yeah. And Chu is going to need to make
go for it right away.
Chu's going to need to make a choice. No, he doesn't. But Chu needs to get to the small camp to block the small camp if he wants that.
Chu, well, he may not know about this entry.
Oh, it's blocked. Okay, I thought it was out of range.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Still got it.
But Chen will also get closer to level 3, which will change drastically everything. It's one of the big timings for Chen. But you have an option to make him feel really bad before that. And I think we are succeeding.
Well, right now, Nigma Galaxy.
Look at this hero. What a beautiful hero.
Yeah,
this
he just goes and hits neutral creep. Very exciting.
Who needs Battle Fury? Who needs Battle Fury? Look at this. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why he's top CS, 21-5, because he can farm the easy camp, and Invoker can't do it.
I wonder if he can actually get the bottom rune if he knows this up, because I feel like it's a bit greedy what Miracle's doing. Miracle Invoker, also something to mention. Probably the top 3 Invoker in the world. Arguably, you know, top 2 after BCM.
Yeah, there's no fights in this cast whatsoever. I was going to ask you who you're...
Look at it!
Okay, control. He is very slow. GH had already walked away from the lane. They're going to chase him down underneath the tower, and this should be first blood going over to Yuragi. GH is going to respond, catching Yuragi underneath the tower. This is really nice, but he managed to get the aggro off of him. The tower no longer hits him, and that means GH no longer has an opportunity to get the kill.
And when I said nice, I just meant nice that, you know, people are having fun in this game.
Yeah, it was very fun. I'm sure Nigma Galaxy were very excited to give away first blood to OG.
Of course.
Well, they still have the top 2 CS on the board. Okay, that's a random snare.
What is this? What is that? That's the first time I've ever seen that. I'm so happy I'm not playing right now, because that would have triggered me infinitely. You know, trying to pull this cap, and now they made another way for it to go to shit.
Have you not been Wild Wing Rippered yet, where he just throws you around?
No, I haven't had those experiences
I think that's going to be the most tilting of
I've almost died a few times to the red golem. Look at this. Oh, the pain. Oh, people. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh,
that should have been a free hard cam pull for Kuro, but no.
Big F in chat.
GH hovering around this mid lane, looking to be able to catch the TA, because Clockwork with Invoker, we saw this combination earlier on in the tournament. It's devastating.
Yeah, and the Clockwork has given up on the aggression mid, and he's running back bottom. No, he's getting a courier. He's getting a courier kill.
Got it.
40 each. That hurts. We got level 6 on TA, and we got living armor, and we're just pushing the wave. What a strong hero. You should pick it more.
It's like everybody should be picking this hero more. After all, the only teams who have lost with a Templar Assassin, 2 of them TSM FTX and Fnatic, who are already out of the tournament, and the only
Nigma
team who's
SEA
lost.
Maybe, as well.
Oh yeah, Nigma SEA, you're right.
But there's been a lot of TA games and a lot of TA wins. And let's see. So True is focusing on the stacks for Ancients. I think this is very crucial for Nigma to look at. If Nigma don't think about what this TA game is going to look like if it's not contested, or they don't address, then I think they're going to have a big problem. I also think this Tiny is not going to have a free game. Going to get the impede mid. There's a TP from Clockwork.
They do have very good supports and a mid laner that likes to be able to invade triangle, right?
Right, but we also have, I mean, Treant is a great hero. Oh, for exactly that? Ooh, okay.
Nice.
GH keeps wanting to pressure mid. They're definitely doing this right now. As you see, it's minus 6. They don't want this to escalate. I think this is really risky what Chen is doing. But at the same time, they're taking... Okay.
Oh, nice tornado. That's going to be able to catch him. And Chu is also going to be caught. They managed to get the Clock's pushback onto the TA. And Chu is not going to be able to get any disables in to stop this. A big kill onto BZM.
Nice rotation from Nigma. I think it's... If we get the traps out first, I think this play is very hard for them. It's not realistic either. Right now, I'm very curious to what's going to happen on the side lanes, because OD is left alone. OD is having a really terrible start. And Amar and also Mars as a hero is known to be a really good laner. Mid collapses keep happening.
Yeah, this battery assault should be able to catch a second kill here on Chu. I think it's pretty interesting that GH so early left that lane, and they decided to put the pressure on mid and kind of force the OG supports out of their side lanes.
Yep.
I mean, that's not really a great place for Dream Protector to hang out, right?
Oh, it is. It is. He actually,
you like it?
Yeah. He's very happy to be here, and they needed to do this. We even needed to do it earlier. But, the fact that they don't get the tower is still happy campers for us. We're gonna get some sentries down here. The Ancients are never gonna be contested this game, unless we get them low and Tiny shows up with a tree grab.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in Nigma, they don't really have a good hero to be able to clear those up.
At minute 15, of course, Tiny turns into a different hero. If he has the shard, he will farm anything, anywhere. And for now, yeah, a lot of the game is gonna probably depend around the mid lane.
8-minute power rune coming up.
Oh,
He's going to make sure Chu is not going to be near that. Might even be able to get the kill. He's got the cogs quite easily. And here comes the Invoker. Miracle. He's going to show up in the last hit, perhaps, and some free earn charges as well.
This is part of the value that we see in Clockwork versus Treant, Clockwork versus Rasta. It's a very, very annoying hero for these types of supports. You get on top of them with battery. The situation is just very rough. Oh, Tumbler's toy. Look at that.
Yeah, nice little hop away from the tornado.
Yeah. And we keep running at mid. This is going to be their game plan.
So there is a big difference between this Train Protector and the old one. It's the same heal value at level 4, but it takes so much longer to put it in, right? Which means keeping these towers alive takes, you know, the siege damage is actually a lot more effective than you.
Effective, but then at the same time, you have one at the tower and you have one at the heroes, which in a way also makes the tower defense stronger, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's one way to think about it.
I would always value this new armor compared to the last one, I think.
Yeah.
Just because you're getting the armor value, which is also insanely high. It is so high. Meteor Hammer finished.
Yeah, I was wondering why Yuragi was mid. Well, that's because the Meteor Hammer's done. Nobody wants to sit in a lane against an OD Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, and I think he also wants to be ready for mid aggression.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
This is a normal pain that offlaners will feel.
Girl, slow down by the trap, and there is going to kill, but this is going to be nasty. Trade-off here. BZM is going to throw some damage. Nice battery cell hit on a 2 to stop the line. So now he's going to be able to stick onto BZM and make sure he can't keep up with Miracle. Now ILTW is coming over to ensure the kill on the mid laner. BZM continues to be shut down and is still just not given that free space to, you know, hit ancient creeps and do what he wants to do. Yuragi coming over though. Mind control, perhaps in trouble.
He can TP out. Is he gonna go for it?
Imprisonment and TP. Nice play. Trade-off of tips there. He's very tanky. He's got his armlet complete.
That's a TP top from Invoker. This is, if he goes through with it, it's quite important for them to get him.
Yeah, GH. He comes in from the other side. That's why the TP is going to be complete here for Miracle because Nigma Galaxy feels like, we saw this in the group stage as well, they are moving really fast around the map.
They're moving and we're a bit slower on the button, or on the buttons than they are. We want it to be... Oh, we're gonna get some good D wards here mid though. This is a big deal. So them killing MR top also open up for BCM to get back mid. We almost have the Dragonlance. I would say normally TA would be #1 net worth in the game, but because Nigma have made the rotations they made, yeah, they're in better shape right now. And this will be a big deal in the game. This ancient stack. Nigma are for sure gonna look at it. If nothing happens around the map, they're gonna move here. You already see them moving here. We're gonna get Mars ulti now.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
And with this Mars ulti, we're gonna be able to have a good fight. It all depends. But you see, Nigma, they don't want to give us many openings.
Radiant's
They're gonna be sitting here. And with the level 4 tree grab, you can farm this, but it takes more than one. We could have so much fun, but it takes more than one. Instead, they're going to look at mid because the ancient area was vacant, and it's a new catapult wave. You just see them running in. Okay, piggy.
Sidesteps that one.
Yeah.
Nice deep ward there.
Looks like mid tower might be in trouble here. The tree grab being used for that.
They've already got heroes on the way. Mars going to be able to catch the Chen. Yuragi coming in from the other side to be able to defend this as well. Nice launch footback though. But they do manage to get a really nice overgrowth where Chu's going to be able to follow that up. They've already caught it with Invoker. Miracle's dead. Here as well. Triple kill for Amaru. Shows up big time with his armlet. And let's go ahead and give a mention to Yuragi as well. He made that rotation.
Yeah, beautiful rotation. Both teams, I think, are playing extremely sharp, playing really well. We were able,
Yeah.
OG were able to get the right formation, to get the right numbers, and this is not only the mid tower defense, this is also a mid tower, and this is also an ancient stack, and I think the game just heavily swung in our way.
Well, Nigma, if I was a Nigma fan anyway, I would say we also did get a small trade-off there, which is the mind control managed to take that safe lane tower and got a lot of farm meanwhile. But that is kind of the downside of the OD, is that he's just not the most active team fighter, right?
And please listen for the guys in chat. I'm gonna analyze. First, we're gonna see MR maybe go down.
Yeah, the living armor plus the armlet does make him rather tanky, but there's no end to this damage from Miracle.
Nice rotation, very nice rotation. So I was gonna say, for what Nigma's probably gonna look at doing now is play around the Tiny. Tiny is already hitting mid. It does look like we didn't finish the ancient stack.
Oh yeah, that's good timing.
We're running into the traps here. We have the tree in the round. This could get scary for both teams.
Trying to snag some of the last hits, gets one. Miracle.
GH in trouble, potentially. Cogs coming out. There's going to be side blades coming out.
Side blades onto the Cogs. 1, 2, 3. That's it. He dies. GH is gone, and now Miracle has to run away. Taiga, he can plant the sentry. Does make a fine ward.
We did lose the mid tower. It's a very big deal. Both mid towers are down now. Mark TP's mid. Close to getting a pick-off, I feel like. We're very interesting. Yeah, I would say very interesting turn of events because both teams ended up getting a lot of trades right now. OD hasn't connected. I think he must be close to either a dagger or he's maybe rushing the axe straight. Okay, he's working on the dagger. Yeah. Finished off the treads.
The mysteries renew.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is Nigma, I think, are gonna have to play on their tiny. They're gonna have to play on their tiny timings. 15 minutes, obviously a big deal. And we've seen Igor when he plays his hero. It looks like he knows the limits. It looks like he knows his damage. BKB heroes normally don't die to this hero. Let's see, are they gonna react? Or is this gonna turn into a free kill?
Any TPs? There it is. Mind Control's gonna TP, and they do manage to get the hook shot onto Yuragi. With Mind Control completing this should be his dead razors. They're gonna abandon him real quickly. GH even spared any future damage by Mind Control.
And True also in trouble, got killed by Kuroki. Very nice rotation or hook shot by GH. Very nice read.
And now they might just take this offlane tower. That will be all the outer tier 1 towers. This Treant Protector's not going to be able to stop it, I don't think.
Nope.
And that means, correct me if I'm not wrong, but like 1 ancient stack, that's not good enough, right? Like you can farm that, it feels good, but you kind of need to repeat it.
The Deso is almost done. Like kind of these stacks and kind of all the neutral camps are a lot about the Deso. Once you get Deso, the game is very different. Roche Slush becoming an objective, your fighting potential is a lot stronger. You see Miracle hunting here. Yeah. Is he going to be able to get any help? Because GH is showing mid. No.
I would have thought because of all the magic damage on NGX that like the big timing for TA would be the BKB after the death. Am I wrong in that? It's just...
I mean, with the amount of damage that you end up having, it depends if you get to hit them or not, you know? And if you have the amount of magic damage, which they do, they have the damage to kill him, they have to save the spells for the TA, right? Like if TA shows up after and Razor's running in, are you gonna let the Razor run you down? Sure. So you're gonna have to turn, right?
Another nice pick. Chu's gonna go down. GH. Okay, nice start.
In trouble, or they might be Invoker.
Yeah, the Tornado's gonna be thrown down, but Yuragi here, Miracle just needs to win his own life because GH is dead.
Oh, we didn't get the trap.
No, not quite. And with the Ice Bolt going down, Yuragi, if anything, they might be overextending here. The right Ben GX is coming in from the side. He's gonna be able to catch him with the arena though. Miracle. Okay, he walked a little bit too close there. Speeds away life.
Ice Armor also picked up by Kuro, which is very big. And he also picked up the shard now. Very, like, instantly bought it. Minute 15, first shard. Okay.
Nice boss back there. With Mind Control just laying in. You know, the Mars is super tanky, but OD. Yeah, he just throws so much damage around. There's
all right. So instead of letting us get the roach, they're actually going to go for it here. I'm very curious if this is going to be efficient. I feel like you don't have the right-click damage, but OD
is very good at doing it, right?
OD is very good, and he's laying it in right now.
Yeah,
we're almost halfway there. Igor's going to take some damage too. He's going to be half HP on Tiny if he keeps tanking it here. Looks like we're not aware and don't care.
Yeah.
Or don't care.
Yeah, one of them.
We're actually scared. We're probably thinking that they can't do the Roche. And I'm surprised that they're doing it.
I mean, it's a great move, right? You're denying a Templar Assassin build in early ages. TA's long been very dependent on
Nigma is definitely bringing it to OG this game.
Stage production there with Roshan Roar.
And as you can see, our triangle is getting invaded.
Yep.
OG's triangle is getting invaded. We're not daring to move out top. Top is a very scary place to go. Tiny's gonna finish up the shard, and this is what you were talking about. Is tree armor gonna be enough to defend the tower? Well, against this, probably not. Is it gonna set up good fights for us? Help defending these tier 2s and giving us a good fight potentially. But for now, we're gonna need to find a better opening because I don't think the 5v5 favors us. The only way it does is if we get the right pick up, we can kill the Invoker OD right away. Rust Wars, we're getting dropped bottom, forcing the clockwork there. We might make a go on mid. Do we have Blink on Mars?
Oh, he's gonna go for it. He stops him from being able to get out the Meteor Hammer, and this is gonna be a good amount of damage on a Mind Control. He dies, BTM. He just needs to go in, and that last one is just good enough, but BTM does die in return. But Yuragi, with that overgrowth, is in prime selection to be able to take up some kills here, as ILCW is having all of his damage straight away and turned back around on him. Miracle's still hanging around a little bit with his second life coming in from the Tiny. Does OG have enough staying power? GA, nice entrance into this fight with a hook shot. Meteor over, and that's gonna be a hefty amount of damage. Yuragi pops a BKB, but it's too damn late. He takes enough physical damage to go down. ILCW, oh, what a tornado! Into the Sunstrike, that's the 2 falling. Miracle is on one right now, and he looks to be able to finish up this team fight with a few more kills. Taiga, Amar, hiding in the trees, hiding away from the monster. That is Miracle, and he will give up on that chase. Nigma Galaxy, who's a little bit of a trade-off, but ultimately they do win it.
Nigma's playing really well. Nigma's playing super well this game. GH manages to connect just in time, gets the hook on the Razor. The fight was looking really bad. We decided to go on the Tiny after the Aegis, probably thinking that, you know, it was a very good moment. It could have gone either way, but the hook lands on the Razor, which changes everything. And right now, Nigma have some really dangerous vision out for OG. Makes it very dangerous for us to go to the triangle, and it gives them a lot of info. We see here, GH gets the angle.
Yuragi, did he not have... Yeah, he didn't have his BKB. He gets delivered right then. That's why he pops it so late. That is unfortunate.
Unlucky.
I mean, the Meteor did so much damage during that period of time. If he literally had that BKB 3 seconds sooner.
Yeah. And Amara rushing the BKB, which just goes to show the state of mind that we're having in this game, which is correct. Like, we're looking to fight. They have a lot of magic damage. BKB changes the game. Instead of buying this blink, trying to get some more pickoff, we're looking for these 5v5s because we can definitely take them. And now we have the BKB as well on Razor. So double BKB is not an easy fight for Tiny whatsoever. If the link happens, it feels like the Clockwork has a lot of work to do, or they need a 4-stab, which I don't think they have yet.
I want to mine the top tower.
So it sounds like to me in longer drawn-out fights, maybe it's a little hard for Nigma Galaxy, so they need to be able to get like that fast kill.
Yeah, depending on how the fight goes, Tiny is not the one that goes down. Tiny will always have this really scary potential. I mean, Invoker as well. If he catches the heroes without BKB, we saw the Clockwork hook plus Meteor Hammer. It kills anything. It looks like, yeah, Tiny Shard is online, and it's already punishing.
Ground and pound time.
Yeah.
These towers are just going to be falling all over the map at this rate. Still, though, OG have managed to keep this net worth relatively even. Nigma Galaxy is only up by 1K.
Yeah, net worth is just a number. At the end of the day, it's how it gets put to use. We're still showing under one of these very, very potential wards, one of the most potential wards. Catches our smoke. Clock is going to pop it. Gonna make us feel really bad. We wanted to get a fight bottom, a good fight bottom, but the move is gonna be very obvious, so nothing good should come of this.
It's kind of interesting that you guys make that move after the tier 2 has already died in the bottom lane.
It has something to do with the info that you have and how the lanes look. Like, you push in top and you pushed in mid for a moment. It makes the smoke possible.
Uh-oh! Yuragi forced into an early BKB and is not able to get the static.
They're not gonna let him run.
Yeah,
are they?
GH, he's gonna make sure. He wants this hook shot. He wants it real bad. He goes through the Razor to hit the backline into 2. The Cog blocking the Razor out. So even if he wasn't hit by the hook shot, it's still the same. He's still dead. GH is traded out for it. But NGX, because the ward's laid out there, they don't really want to keep running into that area. The BKB of Amar still being very threatening.
Very nice. Very nice play. Sick hook shot. I don't know if he was aiming for the Rastan. to get the cogs in front of the Razor, he was, yeah. GH is a player, man. He is a player. But yeah, we still haven't found this ward. It hurts us so much. It's not easy to figure out always like that they have a heal ward at a certain place. Like, they've been living here for so long, and we might have gotten one of the wards earlier, but still one hanging around. So we're going Shadow Blade on Tiny next, and we are. Did we finish the dagger on Mars? I think he opted for dagger instead of the Satanic that he had on quick fight. It's a dagger. Right. So that gives us a little more opening to one-shot heroes. Like, this Mars is the reason why he's so strong as well. Like, if he sees this Chen mid, which he might go for it. No, he won't. He can one-shot basically any support. I mean, Kuro might be too tanky with the Granite Golem and the Ice Ogre. There's also the power of Chen, the buff ups that he has. Let's see. We're gonna find MC here. He has a dagger.
See,
he's gonna stay for this cap.
How quick is he gonna be?
Oh, Spider's staying in.
He's running away. Oh, there it goes. Mind control. He was fast enough, and now Taiga has been spotted underneath the rocket flare. The long range hook shot comes through to ensure the kill.
Look at the vision.
GH picked up another one. Yeah, I guess when they go up on the high ground, it gives them a little boost.
Unfortunate. If OD gets caught, of course it's worth it. Of course it's good. Next big thing in this game will definitely be the Roche.
Yeah, I love this. Look at the 3-man smoke immediately. They're like, let's go.
Yep.
We got a nice pickup.
We're gonna get caught, but we have a BKB on this guy. Will it turn into anything good?
He's done before he can get out the blink off, so he's going to be forced to use that BKB. They do not have the hook shot up to stop Amar from being able to blink. So. But still, that's a cooldown that NGX can play around and keeping the smoke going here. They're going to sprint through to the other side of the map.
This is a different Nigma that we're seeing here on land. They are feeling it. They are running at us.
And he gets the hook shot. He's going to bounce it back with the punch. stop him before him. Still, ILTW gets on top of the Templar Assassin, and they just blow him up. Uragi goes, penetrating a lot of damage, finally gets the unfolds, but Uragi is the big target here. He's drained a lot of damage, he's turned right back around, killed the champ, but he didn't take the damage away from ILTW, and ILTW is taking advantage of that. He's laying into the Razor, chasing after him. Uragi trying to hide into the trees, but there's no hiding from Nigma Galaxy. They continue their hunt with a triple kill on Mind Control. Towers to fall. They are relentless, this team right now.
And this will be probably Rax looking at this damage. Let's see. Even with the tree armor, this is a little too much. Very sick play. I mean, Nigma playing so fast. The smoke into hookshot. Holy smokes.
Tower could use a
I
hand.
feel like there's very few teams that get a bigger land buff.
Looks like maybe we can hold it just because of the backdoor protection kicking in. Did we pull the wave? What happened? The traps killed the wave, I think.
Oh, I hate that mechanic.
Lovely hero.
I
Lovely
hate
hero.
that.
Remember how traps used to be? Remember back in the
no
day
damage.
when it was just a slow? Just a slow and a good amount of vision, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's everything and more.
Yeah. Now it's damage. Now it's silences. Now you can teleport to it.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep.
It's just
No. Balance all things. Another smoke. Nigma just don't have a stock.
Did they use any smokes in the first 15 minutes? They just stockpile them?
Endless supply of smokes.
Laying in the triangle here.
And we might see the new boots getting picked up on Clockwork after he uses all his charges.
Yep.
He has a Ghost Scepter now as well, and we're quite far from the Refresher and Razor, which is where we really want to get to before we do big fights. Unless...
Just lighting on through. The smoke is going to bring. They realize what's going on. ILTW realizes. And boom! One shot, two. He is going to be caught, though. Speared in with the damage being sold. This is ideal for OG in many ways, but a hook shot catching the Templar Assassin in the back line. That's going to slow down the damage significantly. Urena's still holding in this Tiny, and he's dead. Uragi, with that BKB and the static link, is still able to counter this carry Tiny, but the rest of NGX has been backing away. Nice ice wall position there. Slow down the Razor. GH doesn't run into the trap, but second round of trap. That big Bell strike is too much.
Oh, the blink from MC saved his own life. Roche could spawn, but it won't spawn for another minute. We're gonna get a trap inside too, so that we know. That was a perfect fight, as we saw. We saw the OD putting down the Tiny after the drain. That's not ideal. Mar perfect spell users on the Mars. And the root happened after the BKB on OD. I think Tiny is nowhere near his next item, so we could have this exact same fight. Oof, the damage though, look at that.
Yeah,
poor True. Justice for Rasta. Perfect spell users, perfect BKB users, the drain. And he holds the W, gets a W and everything there. The chain creeps are gonna die, which is also a very big deal. Oh, the Razor plasma field, oh. And here, we're gonna see the Sonic Trap get used. I don't know if the replay will last. And he will blink out before the damage kicks in on the OD, just barely. Well, the only thing that matters now is going to be the Roche. Please tell me Nigma out of smokes.
Now, they can have that same fight, but surely NGX, what are they going to take from that last engagement? That Tiny can't be going in first, or do they need to be at least pressuring the Razor first so we can't feel comfortable statically running at you?
And using GH, I would say, using this initiation that they've had almost every time. If they can get the rocket into hookshot and start the fight on us, it disrupts everything that OG wants to do. But yeah, Roche is going to be the name of the game here, and it's going to spawn, and they're not going to be ready for it, I think.
They're going to be a little bit out of... Ooh, rocket flare, there it is. They see it now.
Just blink from TA, no.
NGX sees it.
But, okay, so this will turn into a big fight. It will turn into a massive engagement, and we'll see how it goes. We got plate mail now finished on Invoker, also very big deal.
Forge Spirit's pushing in the bottom lane, so there's just that extra bit of pressure.
Yeah, but we have tree armor. I think we negate. I think we'll negate. If Tiny doesn't show up anywhere, we won't have too much to worry about.
Yeah.
We're going Satanic next on Amar. We have a lot of traps. Okay.
Go for the smoke.
Yeah, no more smokes on Nigma. Wish you had one now, don't you?
Well, let's see if the smoke actually works for OG. Oh, they just picked up the refresher for Razor. That's mad.
Ooh, that's such a big deal. Huge deal. What does TA have? TA definitely finishes BKB, but he might have... Yeah, he has Pike coming up very soon. Very soon has the... Okay, that gives away the smoke, maybe.
NGX, they're just playing on top of their vision.
Yeah, and Tiny's gonna threaten the Rax, but we have a glyph. We could kill the Roche. We could kill the Roche. Yeah. We kill the Roche and we glyph and we heal it back up, and we're gonna TP back bottom.
Yeah, they're gonna drop everything.
He will. He gave up. They're not gonna be too late.
Oh, they're gonna try and run back, but Roche is already dead.
They're gonna be a hook. Fuck the hook.
Okay, GH. Can he land this one? An important hook shot. Oh, he misses it. That is a free Aegis Shard, and now he's gonna be be able to catch GH as well. Mind Control is going to delay the inevitable, it seems like, with that imprisonment as GH is going to cover up. Oh, ILTW, they're actually going to go for this when they try to blow up Hiragi, but he only goes down to half health, and now the refresher, now the BKB, now the static blink. You still got to be careful the damage from ILTW, especially with that alacrity. Just one more hit. Miracle needs it. He sees it. The living armor is not good enough to keep him alive. Miracle now turns on to Chew. He wants to be able to get the squishy support before the BKB runs out, but no. Now he's going to get hexed. Now he's going to get shackled. BZM does lose his Aegis in the meantime. Can anybody help Miracle? Or are they going to stick on top of that Templar Assassin? Miracle doesn't need the help. They're going to stick on the TA. They're going to be able to kill him twice in this engagement. It was a free Roshan. What happened? No tail. Your team. They had the movement. They had the play. You called it, but the team fight didn't work.
Alacrity Tiny, they turned on the Razor and made him low. Because the Razor was so low and they managed to make him run away in his last BKB, that changed the entire fight. BCM also wasn't allowed to hit. He wasn't able to get any hits off, which if he got that, we could have still won the fight. But Razor was effectively taken out of the fight. Even with the refresher and BKB, they made him run. I think it was, I mean, it's an outplay, but it's also an understandable one. Like Nigma playing out of their mind, they're playing really, really well.
They are. They're absolutely are.
They're feeling it and
Picture.
And Alacrity Tiny with no buyback on the TA. This is gonna be too late.
Bottom racks.
oh, thank God.
Radiant bottom racks.
Hiragi, you can certainly use that as a learning experience. Razor may counter the Tiny, but he's still got to be careful of that damage, as Tiny has so much of it, especially with the Alacrity. He's got to make sure to respect that.
So if we have control of the Tiny and he doesn't get this blink combo, there, and even Odie threw his ulti down just to try and burst the Razor or make him as low as possible. But if we can control the Tiny, Razor won't have much to fear. With the double BKB and even with all the damage coming out from the spell hero, like the spellcasters, he will not care. Invoker managed to get the last bit of him, but that was because he was 10%. Yeah, no, I would say we still have a chance. OG still can win this. But it's not going to be easy. And now with the DD on Tiny, this is one of the sickest DD heroes in the game.
Yeah,
and with Alacrity, I mean, even with the Razor drained, it's going to be really hard. We're going to need to kill him and we're going to need to control him.
You know, I feel like the later this game goes, it's just like
panic finished. And we have the Alacrity talent as well.
Yeah.
Big deal.
for the Razor. It seems like this Tiny, I know you said the Razor counters the Tiny, but he seems to have so much damage the later this game goes that it almost feels like you can't train him enough. Maybe it's the Invoker.
Yeah, with the Invoker, well, obviously not with the DD.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say the Razor can definitely work, and the double ulti, what always happens is, it's a guy, you know, he's about to die. He's about to die in 5 seconds if you get to stick on him. And even Tiny will face that, but Tiny is one of those special carries. When you get to this stage of the game and you got this amount of farm, like, you are another animal.
Like,
and I think Igor is really feeling himself.
Play. Trying to find somebody, nobody from OP gets close enough.
I'm wondering if OG should consider addressing the Tiny in the draft, whether or not they should just ban it because they're really rolling with it. LTW is the kind of player who also starts feeling a hero tremendously, and he will start playing it over and over and over. And I think Nigma are working really well around it. This is a very good Tiny draft.
Legs running through. Nigma.
Back it out. The blink.
Yeah, he did. Oh no, Lamar. He's gonna come back down. Pops BKB immediately goes for the arena and tries to run himself away. Hiragi meanwhile tries to go in, searching for a good target. But ILTW blinks after the imprisonment. So Hiragi, he uses BKB to try and get on top of the Tiny, but that's entirely ruined. Now he doesn't have that. He doesn't even have the mana for the refresher. And NGX is cleaning up some heroes. A buyback here from Chu. As OG look to be able to retreat away from ILTW, but he tosses Mind Control in to be able to catch some extra heroes. But maybe that was a little step too far. Mind Control, why did you do that? Why did you get away? He looks like he will manage to do it. Hiragi pops his BKB, his second one, as he pops the refresher earlier and does manage to get away from ILTW for now. BZM does manage to execute Pro in the back line. He actually got Mind Control as well. So 2 pickups there, but it seems like ILTW and Miracle are not phased by that whatsoever. They're going to go for the fast Mega. Miracle has to contend with BZM here, but thanks to the Shivas, he's actually got a lot of armor, and they're running through their reflection so damn quickly. The overthrow stops it for a moment, but they still have plenty of magic damage to throw away. He gets Pogs pushed back in. They don't have any detection. Surely they're going to be be able to kill him. He has the blink coming up, but he doesn't manage to get it out. Oh dear. ILTW. He's just gonna bang down the rest of the building, say no G. Feels like it's about time to call that GG. There it is from the mod.
ILTW, I've always been a fan, but here again, he is such a good player, and I'm happy to see that Nigma are enabling him and playing around this tiny pick. And obviously Miracle Invoker, top 2.